Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over some teams you can use to clear the Heroic Gauntlet SANDBEAST King, all 8 difficulties. So he has a unique effect that every 3 seconds he's going to charge forward and deal damage equal to 10 times the amount of maximum health he has to the first enemy hit. And if you manage to hit him with the displacement effect, they don't actually displace him, but they will interrupt his charge and knock him down for 3 seconds. So we're going to go ahead and challenge difficulty 5 to begin with. And there are a couple of teams which have been recommended by Fred, who has done a lot of recommendations for the Heroic Gauntlet. Now, we're probably going to want to run the Snowman artifact because it can distract the SANDBEAST King, and he can charge at that instead. And now we're going to begin with heroes which probably a lot of people have. For example, Odie Smokey Coco combo is a common option for Heroic Gauntlet. We'll go for a tank as Fresto. And then I think we'll just go for one other damage dealer. I think we'll go for Lily May, because Lily May is a hero a lot of people have. And now we can just go ahead and change around the positioning. I think we'll go for main Fresto, I guess, in front of the Coco, and then Illusion in front of Lily May. Smokey right up front should be fine, and Odie behind the Smokey. Okay, let's go ahead and begin with the Snowman artifact. Let's see what happens with this lineup. So, Lily May is going to immediately interrupt the SANDBEAST King. I guess he begins with energy or something? Okay, yeah, there you go. Now, the Snowman is going to distract the SANDBEAST King as he charges towards that. And that is why it's such a good artifact for this Heroic Gauntlet. And now we're just stacking up the damage. He's charging at my... Who... Does he hit the Snowman again? But we need to make sure that he charges at the Fresto Illusion, because then Illusion can buy time for the main Fresto. But this looked pretty easy, but this was difficulty 5, right? So now we're going to move on to... We'll go straight to difficulty 8 and try some different team options, but so far is looking fairly easy. Oh wait, we have to go difficulty by difficulty? Okay, we'll try difficulty 6 then. And see what happens here. That one looks really easy, but I'm just a little bit wondering, like, after the Snowman, then which direction does the SANDBEAST King charge towards? So here we have the Snowman in front of him. He charges towards that. Now we want him to go after the Fresto Illusion. But he seems to be charging after my main Fresto here, because the thing is, I think he's probably going to one-shot my main Fresto if he does lock on to that. But we have the summon of the Snowman artifact. And I guess he goes after the Snowman artifact. Yeah, he's like not able to get any damage dealt to my team. And like Smokey isn't taking any damage. Okay, there he goes. He charges after the Fresto Illusion. But like, it didn't even deal that much damage. Is this just a really easy Heroic Gauntlet or what? Because this is probably going to be enough for everyone. Like, Odie, Lily May, most people have built. If you don't have Lily May, then I guess replace her for another damage deal, like maybe Bonnie. Or maybe like, probably even Merrily or Corin would work as well. We can try some different options, but let's go to difficulty 7 for now. But yeah, seems pretty like a basic Heroic Gauntlet. Maybe the challenge missions are going to be more difficult, but this reminds me a lot of, you know, we had the Heroic Gauntlet with the Wolves. And that was such an easy Heroic Gauntlet. But then sometimes, occasionally, you get these Heroic Gauntlets which are really challenging and difficult to deal with. So it kind of feels like uneven. Like, even, for example, the Titan Reaver this week, I felt like was harder than the Titan Reaver last week. So maybe there's some sort of like balancing issues. Okay, Lily May gonna burst. Yeah, like this SANDBEAST King is just not doing anything. Is it just the power of the Snowman artifact? What exactly? Oh, there you go. Okay, he's gonna one-shot the Fresto. And he actually one-shots... Oh, wait. He didn't one-shot because of the Coco damage reduction, but he almost did. It seems like he's targeting the main Fresto. So one that is recommended is using Corin. So we will try the Corin. Maybe move back to the main Fresto on this side. And then let's go for Corin here. So... Because I think a lot of people probably still do have Corin built. And he can shield up my team with the Snowman artifact. Let's see how this goes. So from this position, we just want the SANDBEAST King to target the Fresto Illusion. If there's a choice here. Looks like he's attacking the main one again. No, he attacked the illusion. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, have the illusion on the right side, main Fresco on the left. That seems to be better because then he can resummon the illusion and that just buys and stalls more for your team, right? So the snowman artifact stalls, the Fresco stalls if you have them at plus 15 exclusive equipment, and then you just have Corrin as a damage dealer here. But I don't know how well Corrin is doing, honestly. I guess the advantage is that like now when the beast keeps attacking, yeah, he basically is just stalling out long enough for the snowman. So that was a pretty safe run. And I think that is a good team that you can try. Okay, now let's try a Graveborn team with Bonnie, because Bonnie's another commonly used hero. And we'll use Velka, but only for her. She's at Mythic because I don't have her highly ascended on this account because I swap ticketed her. But I think that will be enough, basically just to give the buff to our allies. And we can go for, I guess, Lily May. Do we want to go for? Yeah, we can go for Lily May, and then we can go for Mikola, or we could go for Smokey. I think the advantage of Mikola is that at the point of death, she's actually going to activate her charms. I want to see if that actually goes off here. Okay, so here we have Thorin, who's going to be a great tank, and we have a lot of damage. Lily May and Bonnie is actually pretty high damage, and yeah, I think Thorin is a great choice. And like, you only need to have a Mythic Plus or above, basically, to work here, and no one's even died once. Wow. This one went really well. Maybe the Bonnie debuff is really powerful to reduce the haste and the attack of the boss. I think Bonnie is a good option. I think Bonnie's a really good choice. What else could we run? Okay, there's another really interesting team from Fred that I'm going to show you right now. Okay, guys, so here's a comp. Very stall-oriented comp with Almas as a tank, Smokey as an attack buffer and healer, and Hugin to power up the Odie further. Odie is going to be massively nuking down this boss. Almas is a really good option because at the point of death, Almas will be able to just jump back to the back line. And Odie is doing really well with the true damage and the mechanized bond of Hugin. And my Hugin's only Mythic Plus. Finally, I did get him to Mythic Plus, or actually Supreme technically. But for a long time, I didn't have him there. Yeah, and then Almas just survives. And Odie is just bursting through this boss. So I think there's another great team option that you should definitely try. And again, credit to Fred for that team comp. I'll leave a link to his YouTube and stuff in the description of this video. Is there any other comp that we want to show right now that maybe people could try? Okay, we can try one other comp, which is going to be a no Hugin comp with Odie and Lily May again as damage dealers. Odie, and it will be Almas. So we will have Almas, and we will have Smokey and Brutus. So Brutus is another great option for like the invincibility and tanking. And then Lily May and Odie as damage dealers, which are probably the most free-to-play friendly damages. But you can replace Lily May for Bonnie. Like Bonnie would do well here as well, honestly. And we have Lily May behind the Almas for the charms, but I think we could have Odie behind the Almas for charms as well. That would be a good option. Okay, so now what happens, the Snowman is going to be popped, but Brutus is tanking, Almas is tanking, the Snowman is tanking. Like, how is the Beast going to do anything? So Almas jumps back to the back, not actually officially killed. Brutus hasn't even triggered his invincibility. The Snowmans just keep buying time. Okay, now the invincibility triggers from Brutus. Snowman is going to get killed. And we're going to be able to clean it up. Because, yeah, okay, now he takes down the Brutus, but then there's a Snowman in front of him. You should have the damage to be able to clear this. Otherwise, if not Lily May, I would recommend Bonnie. Okay, guys, here's the final team. Elijah blue hair in the front, Lila pink hair in the back. Alamus in front of the Iron, Pheromore in front of the Lily May with the Snowman artifact. The idea is that Twins are going to give energy to the Iron. He's going to be able to cycle his ultimates. And each time he casts his ultimate, he's going to disrupt and knock down the king, the enemy for a duration. And that is going to keep interrupting him. Pheromore is great for damage as well. But yeah, I think this is actually going to be like an overkill comp. Because also Almas offers like displacement and knockdown effects, and then also the Iron, like yeah, they weren't even able to do anything. So overall, these are just some great team options you can try. Hopefully using one of them, you're able to get it done. If none of them work for you and there's another team that worked for you, feel free to share it in the comment section. And if you guys are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Let's hit it before the end of the season. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video, so we can chat more about anything related to AFK Journey. But thank you guys for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.